was scared. Now, we talked about how God talks through us through our dreams. But I also, if you guys remember, I also mentioned how the devil can use the exact same tactics. The devil can talk to us in our dreams. So don't be fooled. Have proper discernment on whether what's God trying to tell you or what's the devil trying to tell you. Pray on that dream. Pray on that vision. Paul McCartney had this dream that he was going to die. Maybe it was from God. Maybe it was from the devil. Who knows? But every single year on that date, no matter what event, no matter what, Paul McCartney will never leave his house on that day because he had a dream. Now, if that was having a vision of the future, that is him doing what Nebuchadnezzar is doing, saying, well, if that's what's going to happen, I'm going to do everything in my power to not allow that to happen. You know? And I thought that was very interesting when I first heard the story, and then when I thought of that when I was doing all this. That's the same thing Nebuchadnezzar is doing. The statue in your dream means that you're going to be overthrown because you have a small portion of gold. Well, then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a whole statue and I'm just going to make it gold. That'll fix the problem. Does it? No, because as we know of history, that did not play out. It was gold from head to toe because to him, the details of this dream posed a threat to his empire. After witnessing the truth of Daniel's God, our God, the one and only God, Nebuchadnezzar was baffled and he was full of awe, only for a moment. And as time passed, he showed his devotion to God was short-lived, and he did not fear him. He did not obey him. As time passed, he even thought he could change the destiny God set. He begins to wonder, who says my empire has to end? Who says it has to come down that way? Then I'm not sure I like that, he says. Referring to the interpretation, of course. He is the golden head. Daniel said he's going to be taken down by the Medo-Persians. They're not even powerful, nor the next empire is not even just as powerful. So what does he do? He makes a statue and he makes it all gold, and he makes it 60 cubits tall and 60 cubits wide, which in other words is 90 feet tall and 9 feet wide. So imagine that, 90 feet tall. Recently, about 40 to 45 years ago, an archaeologist found a pedestal 40 feet wide and 20 feet high. And they think it's the pedestal where Nebuchadnezzar made this monstrous image. Now, the statue alone was 9 feet wide, so the pedestal, of course, was going to be even wider. It's 90 feet high, so the pedestal is 20 feet high. That way it can hold such a large statue. It was common for ancient rulers to set up colossal images, sometimes images of deities, sometimes of themselves. We know in Exodus, when Moses was up in the mountain talking with God, the Israelites were so impatient that instead of waiting for God, they made a golden statue of a calf so they can worship, which made God and Moses very furious, because idolatry, worshiping anything other than God, is a sin. Not only a sin, but it's quite useless. It's a useless object. Isaiah 46:6 says, some people pour out their silver and gold and hire a craftsman to make gold from it, or to make a god from it, then carry it around on their shoulders. And when they set it down, it stays there and it can't even move. And when someone prays to it, there is no answer. It can't rescue anyone from trouble. That was Isaiah 46:6. Jeremiah 16:20. Can people make their own gods? Those are not real gods at all. Habakkuk 2:19 says, what sorrow awaits you who say to wooden idols, wake up and save us. To speechless stone images you say, rise up and teach us. Can an idol tell you what to do? They can be overlaid with gold and silver, but they are lifeless inside. Habakkuk 2:19. They are lifeless inside. Idols have no life, no personhood, and that is a word, personhood. No power. They are empty chunks of wood or stone, and the temples built to idols are equally empty. But the Lord is real, and He is alive, and He is powerful. Idolaters command their idols to save them. But we who worship the living God come to Him in reverence and in awe. We acknowledge that He is in control. Jesus Christ is the head of the church, and He knows what He is doing. Idols remain mute because they have nothing to say. The living God speaks clearly through His word. Amen. And that's where I'm going to end, guys. Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody want to pray us out? Patrick, Christian, go ahead, pray us out.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you again for Brother Randy, for using him, anointing him, and using him as a vessel to teach us about your wonderful works. Dear Heavenly Father, I pray that we soak this up like a dry sponge and we keep it in our hearts, Heavenly Father. I thank you again for Brother Randy. He has an anointing on him, and I pray that he keeps it up. Good word. In Jesus Christ's name I pray, I trust. Amen.
Amen.
What did that verse start on?
31. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thanks.
Good job, preacher. Was it good?
Yeah. Awesome.
Got over a whole page of notes.
Right on, man. Right on. Good job, bro. Thanks.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you.
I wish someday I'm half as good as that. I'll be happy with that.
Oh, man. You'll get there, dude. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Talking about your stepfather, Paul McCartney. Back in the late 60s, they had down here, just before they broke up, there's an album that they show them, they're walking in a crosswalk of the street, and each one is following each other. And I seen it years ago, but they show Paul McCartney, you can see he's not wearing shoes. And I believe that has something to do with it, because they say when we're buried in the box, they say they don't put shoes on you. And I don't know if that had something to do with it. That's kind of strange, huh? They all had shoes except him.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Oh, good job, man.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, Tim.
The word definitely came through you and worked well.
Thanks, man.
I was interested in the cornerstone references, Acts and Ephesians. I didn't get the numbers on those.
Acts 2:11.
Very good job. Yeah, you're famous.
Thank you, buddy.
Good. Thank you. Acts 4:11 and Ephesians 2:20.
Gotcha. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, some of those fit in with some other things that I've been studying from. And they didn't fit the way I thought they did until you were showing your piece. I was missing something somehow, and I'm not sure exactly where it came, but there was references to Daniel's dream in other books, and I was like, oh, why did they even use that here? So now this gives me further clues on where to track it down.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Thank you.
Everything has a purpose, including my sorry butt.